Rockstar has done something different than they usually never do with their games, and that is revealing a lot of the storyline in the first trailer. Usually it comes in the later on trailers, but this time in GTA 6, they're revealing a lot. And the first episode of this GTA 6 info podcast, whatever I'm going to call it, I want to look at what we know about the storyline. Now, to start off, for the leaks that happened 2 years ago almost, we didn't really get too much revealed about the storyline, but I will be touching on some of that info, so some of those are spoilers. The rest is true info, though, that we know 100% from the trailer. So the first scene we see is of a prison, and this prison makes a comeback a few times in this trailer, so I'm thinking this is either going to be a prologue of the GTA 6 story mode, or maybe it's later on down the line. I'm thinking the second one, which is later on down the line, because we see in the leaked gameplay clips, again, I have to go back to this because it is confirmed, they are not hiding anything from the leaked gameplay clips anymore, so we're free to take all that info we learned and apply it to this trailer that we see, and that's how we get to know the most about what we are seeing, is looking back at the leaks that happened. So in the leaks, we do see a mission of us robbing a gas station. Pretty basic stuff in GTA terms, but we see that we get the messages and notifications of basically the tutorial how to drive, basically everything you see when you first play GTA 5. We see, including how to drive, the wants level system, we see all of that happening. And we even see that at the end of this trailer. So going to the end here, we see them breaking into a gas station right here. And that is what I think is the start, because the outside looks pretty similar to what we saw in the leaked gameplay clips too. A little bit different, a little more foliage. So this is right here what I'm thinking is the true intro of the game. We jump straight into robbing this gas station. And then we jump to Lucia inside of the prison talking to our therapist. Kind of like GTA 5 did, where the first ever scene we see is Michael talking to a therapist. I think the same is going to happen with Lucia. Except first we are jumped straight into a mission. Not a cutscene, but a mission. And then we get taken to prison, and then we see our first scene right here, us talking to Stephanie, who I think is going to be a big part of the storyline. She's either going to help us get out of prison legitly, or we're going to make her help us get out of prison, if you know what I'm talking about. But she is probably going to be playing a major role in this story mode, because she's going to be learning about us, learning a lot about us, and us learning a lot about her and how we could make her help us. But I don't see us, chilling out in prison for the whole game, if you know what I'm saying. Something's going to go down, and Stephanie is going to be a part of it. That is my prediction. Now, another big part of the story mode is going to be a nightclub. We actually do get a scene of the nightclub here. Not much of it is just party, but this nightclub is going to be in a few missions. We're going to meet some characters, meet the nightclub owner, and Kai is going to be making an appearance with these nightclub missions. And I think we actually do get a little glimpse of Kai in the trailer. People say this is him right here, and I could possibly see it. We don't have a face to him. We'll really only truly know if they announce it or when we get our hands on a game, but people are saying for now that this is Kai, and I mean, stereotypical gold chain looking dude, pretty cool hair, tattoos. I mean, if you say give us a Miami rapper, this is probably the first thing you're going to think of. So it's a possibility that this is going to be Kai, but the nightclub is going to be in a few missions. We go to this nightclub, do some missions for them, maybe even own it. I don't know, but these two characters right here we see are probably going to be making some appearances. And I do think this is the same club as the, well, let's say ladies of the nightclub. I do think those two are connected, so that's going to be probably a major part of the storyline. Now, going back to when Lucia gets taken into prison, this is what people are saying that is the scene where we're going to see her get taken into custody, the police body cam footage. Now, this is just a quick little 3-second clip of the police breaking into a building here, and people are saying that this is Lucia. Can we see any hints? We see the 4th of August right there, around midnight, so that's all we see right here. And when they open the doors, we do see two people who we don't know. That could be Jason on the right there. The person on the left I don't think he looks familiar. We didn't see him at all in the trailer. Might be someone we know in the storyline, or might be just two random people. Yeah, this could possibly be the scene where Lucia does get taken into custody, or it's like where I said at the beginning, where it just cuts to it.
Trust.
Trust.
Now we see Lucia and Jason. Trust. That is going to be the number one thing when it comes to their relationship, is trust. How does the relationship progress? At the beginning, do they trust each other? At the end, do they trust each other? Or will they turn against each other like we kind of see in GTA 5? I think that's going to play a major role in the GTA 6 storyline. At the beginning, I don't think they are the best of friends. I think they're kind of forced to be together. In the leaked gameplay clips we do see in the gas station robbery, they don't seem like the best at communication, you know. Jason is kind of saying, hurry up, Lucia, and Lucia is telling him to calm down and stuff, and she has a few different options to be nice, to be mean. So at the beginning, I don't think they're the best of friends at the beginning, but I do think as the story progresses that they will put their trust to the limit, and this is where the hotel scene we see comes to play. That is probably going to be their hideout. We actually do see that in the gameplay clips too, that they are in a hotel together, which should be in Gelhorn, if I'm correct. That should be where the hotel is at, where they are staying at for a good amount of the story mode, probably. So that hotel is going to be like a safe house to us for a while. That's where their relationship is going to progress the most, where they have to trust each other to get through whatever they are going through. We don't know yet. But running away from the cops in a hotel, they have to trust each other. And this is where we get into what probably most people want to know, because this obviously is going to be a big thing. Will there be a relationship between these two? We haven't seen this in a GTA game. We saw relationships in San Andreas, kind of. Actually, that was way more thought out with the most other games like GTA 4. GTA 5 has a marriage going on and the kind of relationship with Franklin, but you guys can't really go on any real dates like in GTA 4 or San Andreas. So I do think they're going to be bringing relationships back in a big way in GTA 6. And obviously it's going to be with Jason and Lucia. And I think they're going to go in depth with this. Maybe even as far as the decisions you make on dates or on these missions with Lucia impacts your relationship. So maybe at the end, you two are buddies, relationship, full on getting married. Or maybe if you choose to go down another road, you guys hate each other and can't stand each other, and you have to take each other out at the end. That's how far this could go. And I think that's a really good idea, that at the end, depending on how your relationship progresses with each other, there could be two major different endings for this game, which they kind of had in Red Dead Redemption 2, kind of not. But with this relationship aspect to GTA 6, they have a lot of possibilities for the ending. Not just about the story, but with these two characters' relationships. Now, a relationship video is going to be coming on its own. Like, we have to talk about everything that could happen. But just talking about the storyline for this video, I do see them becoming boyfriend, girlfriend, and that will impact the story in a huge way. Along with the story being able to change depending on how your relationship progresses. So that right there is already a lot of info we have on the story. But just for a last little screenshot here, I want to show you guys the scene at the docks. Now these are speedboats. These are iconic speedboats. This is actually a Miami Vice reference with the opening scene. These speedboats widely used for trafficking stuff across the borders. They go fast and they are by the docks, so they could be stealing stuff from these ships or just trying to get out some goods to go to South America. But I do think this is going to be a huge part. Kind of like a business. You know, in GTA Online, we have the businesses. I think they're bringing that back. Bringing a lot of the missions back in a better way. Where we have to take speedboats and go deliver it wherever. So I do think we're going to be getting businesses in GTA 6, but in campaign this time. Not just online. Where we actively have to go out of our way, source some goods, and sell them, and we get money and get respect. So we already see a lot of the GTA 6 storyline coming into play, and we will only know more as we get more info. So I'll be sure to update this video and make more videos on any more info we get. And this will be going into a playlist about all the storyline we know about GTA 6. So I made a playlist I already added to it. So follow this playlist, add it to your playlists, and subscribe to the channel to see more of this. But yeah, storyline is going to be the biggest thing we've seen yet. Maybe even in gaming history. So it's going to be a massive game, and I'm here for that. And I'll see you guys when we learn more info about GTA 6 coming next year. It's already 24. Coming next year.